Families often ask us, can an addict or an alcoholic truly love someone? And the answer is yeah, when they're sober. When somebody's in the midst of their addiction, their core problem is selfishness. Everything's transactional. They can't do anything selflessly. So when you ask if they could love you, again, they have to be sober first. Addiction is not represented by the substance use. It's represented by the behaviors that cause the substance use. And an addict and an alcoholic has problems. And those problems stem from childhood trauma, thoughts, perception, whatever the case may be. And in order for them to love you, they have to put themselves first. And that's the problem. Being in a relationship with somebody is about compromise. And when somebody's in the middle of an addiction, there's no compromise other than what can they get from the relationship and making it all about them. Working with addicts and alcoholics as long as I have, you learn the behaviors are identical across the board. And that is that they can only think about themselves. This actually goes into sobriety. It takes a long time for somebody to become selfless and for somebody to want to meet the needs of somebody else and to do things for other people with the expectation of nothing in return. So what I can tell you is a lot of people ask this question because they think love will fix the problem. And that doesn't happen. The love should be there and needs to be there. And at the same time, it's not going to fix the problem. A lot of people think, well, why can't they stop for me? Isn't me taking care of them enough? Isn't my love enough? Isn't the children enough? And if that were all true, you wouldn't be watching this video and you wouldn't need to be addressing the problem and looking at what you could do differently. So yes, they can truly love somebody, but not until they're sober, not until they've recovered, not until they've learned how to let go of resentments, not until they've learned how to let go of expectations, not until they've learned to stop blaming everybody else or every other thing for the problems that they have, not until they learn that the world doesn't revolve around them. This world has other people in it, not just them, and their actions affect other people. So in order to love somebody else, you have to love yourself first, but you also have to learn about your motives. You know how many times I've heard from families or people I've counseled what a nice person they are, and they think that's an asset, and I find out every time it was actually a liability. They were a people pleaser. Nothing they did was about the other person, although it even looked like it was. It did look like it was. There was always a transaction or an expectation behind the good intentions. People who act that way, who are substance users, don't get very far in life. So yes, they can love you, they can love other people, but not until they address that core problem that they have. And if you guys want to believe that just the love or the children or the job or any of those other things is going to fix them, it doesn't. It doesn't fix the problem. We have to stop making their relationship in life about everything being transactional. I'll do this for you, but what am I going to get in return? That isn't love. Unconditional love is not transactional. You got to remember that. So yes, they can love you, and not until you do something about their problem or they do something about their problem and they stop making everything about themselves.